This is the English Literature Web YouTube channel. I am Prof.L.B.Gayakawad is teaching on the topic imagery in the film, then theme in the film and the soundtrack in the film. We will see first the imagery in the film. The element of imagery in the film creates pictures in our mind. Remember, the imagery is the particular concept in which the images or the pictures are taken. Means when we think of a picture or when we think of a figure, then the particular image stands before our eyes, and all these images come together and it becomes the imagery. Such type of imagery is very much important in the film. The element of imagery creates the particular pictures in our mind. Means there is the director, or I will say there is the filmmaker or the actor or the characters in the film. They work with the imagery because this imagery creates the images in their minds, and with the help of those images or pictures they behave like that or they act like that, and the story goes ahead. And in this way the element of imagery is very much useful in the film. The elements of imagery presents symbols. Remember, the imagery is the particular matter in which there is the symbols. Now, what is the symbol? Symbol means the particular thing which is very much useful for the description. I will say that the symbol is the particular word which has the meanings more, means that meaning is available in it, and that meaning is completely not clear, but when we think again and again, then that symbol gives us the particular meaning, and that's why the symbol is the imagery, and the imagery is the particular word in which there is no meaning available. At first we feel like this, and then when we see or we study it in detail, then we understand that this word has the typical meaning, or there are the descriptions and descriptions in this particular symbol, and that's why the elements of imagery presents before us the symbols. A symbol means what? When something stands not only for itself but also stands for something else. That is the thing I will say here, that the particular symbol stands not for itself, but that symbol stands for other description, I will say. And in this way there are the many symbols, and these symbols have the figurative meaning. Figurative meanings, I will say that it has the typical meaning. Typical meanings means it has the extra meaning, more meaning, and through that meaning we can understand the extra information, and that's why here the symbol or the imagery stands very much important in the filmmaking. For example, we have the imageries. The first is the father in the film. So see, when we see the father in the film, then we can see that he is the father, then he is the brother, then he is the uncle, then he is the husband. Means there are many roles with this person, and this person plays many roles there, and that's why this father in the film is nothing but the imagery or the particular symbol. Then there is again the forest fairy, I will say, forest nymph, I will say, or the I will say that there are the particular symbols like the destiny, I will say. Destiny is there, in which we can say it is very difficult, but when we think of this destiny in detail, then we can understand that this destiny has made many things in our life, and this destiny has given us life and changed our life, and that's why this destiny is understood as the gift of God, or suppose destiny is God. Means in this way I will say that this symbol or this imagery creates many pictures in our mind, and easily we can describe in many words the particular symbol or the image. The images are used in the film as color and objects. Remember, in the film, I will say the images are used as the colors or as the objects. So, colors are used in the film in many, I will say, shapes, or in many, I will say, shades, tinges, I will say, tinges. Means there are the different colors, and these different colors are the images, and these images give the particular information of life. Or if there is the scene, suppose the writer or the filmmaker or the actor wants to role or wants to direct, then the color in that sense is used there, or the objects in that sense uh, are used there. It is very clear that if the scene is, suppose, loving, then the object is also used there. Rather, loving object means that object is totally related with the theme in the particular film, I will say. Then second point we are going to see is that there is the particular theme in the film, and that theme is universal. Means the universal idea is given in the film, and that universal idea is there, which is rather full of love, full of humanity, full of brotherhood, full of sisterhood, I will say, or it is full of there are means spirituality. They means again means different type of pictures, or different type of I will say symbols, or different type of colors, or different type of objects are used with the theme, and the theme is discussed there in detail by the filmmaker or the film director, or it is played by the actors also. The theme shows its purpose there in the film. Means remember, the theme is the particular background in the film, and on that theme, the director or the filmmaker do that film, and that theme is supposed based on date, or based on love, or that theme is based on patriotism. In this way, there may be the subject of supernaturalism, there may be the subject of nature, there may be the subject of domestic matters, family matters. Means in this way, a lot of themes are said in various films, and that's why here the theme is very important part of the film. Then we are discussing about the cinematic effects, that is soundtrack. Now soundtrack is the particular way, or I will say the method or system or a process of applying sounds in the film, that is called the soundtrack. Means it is the particular system of using, applying the particular sound in the film, and that's why it is called the soundtrack. The soundtrack system is full of dialogue. Means there are the dialogues fed up to the I will say actors, and these dialogues means the sound, because the sound is created by the dialogues, and that's why the dialogue is the uh, integral part of the soundtrack. And music is there in the film. The music is used by the musician, or suppose by the filmmaker or the director, or there is the music which is played with the actors. Means when the actors sing a song, then this music is used around the actors also. And all the other sounds in the film, means there are other sounds in the film also. Means when we see that film from the beginning to the end, then we can say that all the characters speak there. And when there is the suppose rise and fall of discussion, then the music is played there, or the music um, is brought there, or the musician pays attention of paying or of giving particular music to the dialogues of the characters also, songs of the singers also. Means that completely particular music or the sounds of music are used there when the actors um, do the exchange of the dialogues with each other, or when there is the use of the music in the film. The soundtrack enhances the atmosphere of the film. Remember, this is the particular soundtrack by which the attention of the audience is attracted, and the audience are very careful in uh, watching that film, because that soundtrack uh, attracts that attention, and therefore the soundtrack enhances the atmosphere of the film. Means that film is not dumb, it is we can say, because the soundtrack is there, that's why the film talks with the audience. And if there is no soundtrack, then that film will be a dumb film. And that's why there the music, then sounds, and then dialogues are the particular ways of the soundtrack. And because of these ways, we can say that the film is completely talking or speaking with the audience. That film is not the film which we can say the dumb film, or the film which is not talking with the audience. The music has the great influence in the film. Then the point is that the music is also very much important in the making of the film. If there is no music, then the film will not be accepted by the audience, and that's why the film is the particular, I will say, the way in which the music is used, and that music makes very much silent to the ears and minds of the audience, and the audience very interestingly watch that film. The music or the sound in the film is proper. Remember, the film director or the film, I will say, maker, or the experts in that particular thing, or at that particular thing, think of the sound or the music which should be really very proper. Means the music easy or the music simple or dull is not used by them. The proper or very essential music is used there, and that music is really digestive to the figure or to the personality of the people, and it is really to the justification or calculation of mind, or the calculation of the spirit. And in this way, the music enhances the quality of the film, here we can say. And then again we will say that the sounds are accentuated in the film, means all these sounds are given more importance in the film. If the sounds are not there, the film will not be a successful work. The film is really the successful work because the sounds are there, and these sounds when play their roles in the film, then audience are very happy, and only because of the sounds the audience are living there, or the audience very interestingly watch out that particular film. So here today we have finished the topic, the imagery, then the theme and the soundtrack in the film. So here I will stop. Again I will come in front of you with a new topic. Till then I stop. Thank you very much.